Hi, my name is Miriam. Tonight we are going to do a guided meditation to get us ready for the week. We'll do a collective tarot read to see what the week has in store for us. And we'll do some journaling. We'll do some talking. And if you have any questions, you are welcome to ask one question each. I'll have my tarot deck here and we'll be able to do that as well. So let's get started. Make sure you have a pen and paper or journal. We're going to use that just a little bit tonight, as always. And I want us to start by just free writing our feelings, okay? So let's take 3 deep breaths. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale, blow it out through the mouth. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, blow it out through the mouth. One more time. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, blow it out. Um, I'm going to start some music. So pick up your pen and paper. I just want you to write for a moment how you're feeling. Don't make sense of it. Just write, okay? Do your best to, like, if a feeling comes up, let it, and maybe start writing about that. Just let yourself release all that you're feeling, okay? I don't know why I can't get the music to play, but that's all right. Okay, just a few more seconds of free writing. All right. And wherever you're at, we'll come back to it. So go ahead and put your pen and paper down. And unless you're really in it, then stay in it. And let's just pull a couple cards before we do our meditation. Okay. So we did some free writing to kind of release, let go, let that anxiety out. All right. Put it on paper. Ideally, pen and paper is always better than using your computer, but you can use your computer because when we put it in pen and paper, it sticks, the brain connects to it, the head and the heart connect to it. So let me pull a couple cards for our meditation tonight. Then we'll do our meditation and then we'll do some tarot after. But we'll also do a little bit more journaling, okay? So we've got inward revolution. Oh, this will be nice. Enjoy. So tonight we're going to obviously go within with the meditation, but I feel like the card's asking us to experiment with seeking joy. And I'm going to talk a little bit about joy for a moment, okay? Um, a lot of us rarely experience joy, and joy comes from a place of absolute balance, which is hard, right? A lot of us struggle to find that. But when we're talking about joy, it can be different from being happy because happiness tends to, not always, right? But happiness tends to come from something or someone, right? I'm really happy I got this job, or I'm really happy I met this person, or I'm really happy this happened or that happened. Or I'm just feeling happy because I reached a goal, or I'm feeling happy because I got this new whatever that is, right? I'm so happy because I'm going out this weekend. There always tends to be an attachment to why we're happy. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but that happiness will last as long as that thing lasts, right? So I'm so happy I met someone. Well, inevitably, if you stay in that relationship, it's going to have ups and downs, right? So our happiness obviously shouldn't be held hostage to that, but it is, and that's okay. Same with buying a new car, getting a new job. It's all cyclical. We're happy until we're bored with it, or we're happy until it's not doing what it originally did to make us happy. Whether it's a person or a place or a thing or a job, it's origination made you happy, but then it changed, or it was cyclical like life is. It's an ebb and flow. Everything has an ebb and flow. Even if it's a new car, it might break down, it might pop a tire, right? All those things happen and can affect our happiness. Joy comes from a sense of balance. Joy also comes from a sense of trust. When we are in joy, we are in trust. When we are in joy, we are in balance. Now, our root emotion when we're born is joy. And obviously, life kind of shits all over that. And we have to go searching for it again, right? We have to go back to find that joy. That's just the game, right? But joy doesn't come from something or someone. It comes from a state of being. It's sometimes not even referred to as an emotion. Rather, it is a state of being, not an emotion, right? And so if we look at joy, joy actually can exist in every situation. Obviously, some are more difficult than others, of course. But if we're truly seeking joy, that means we are truly seeking balance. And when we are truly seeking balance, what we put first in our life is that which creates balance: the healthy eating, exercise regularly, yoga regularly, daily meditation practice, therapy when we need it, journaling to express our emotions and to release our emotions. And as we seek and search for this joy every day, we will have glimpses of it, moments of it. Even in the darkest of times, you will have those glimpses of joy in that daily meditation, or during that exercise, or in that yoga, or in that therapy, or when you're feeling good because you're eating healthy and your body just has energy even though you're going through something really hard. And then you have these moments of joy, and then you can build on these moments of joy. Now, I'm not excuse me, by any means asking you to be happy and joyful in very painful, traumatizing times. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you to understand that joy always lives there and that you can always access it. And as we become more evolved in our practice and in our spirituality, we can find moments of joy in really painful situations, even just glimpses of it. And there's a joy in that because it reminds us that we are not alone and that there is a way through. Okay. So go back to your journal and let's free write what you need to do to guide you towards joy. Which of those 5 steps to the higher consciousness do you need to get a little bit better at? The 5 steps: regular exercise, weekly yoga, daily meditation practice, healthy diet, therapy when you need it, or journaling. What of those 5 can you deepen every day, even just a tiny bit, to help bring you closer, to raise your consciousness? And write about which one of those things you would like to do and why maybe you don't. Be honest. Like, I really would love to da da da, but I know that I won't because blah blah blah, right? Be honest. Let's look at that for a moment, okay? Just go ahead and write that out for a moment. Just take a few more seconds and write about which of those 5 steps you could deepen, you could do better at. And even if you know now you're not ready to kind of fully jump into that transition, that's okay. Write about that. Okay, so let's put the pen and paper down. For anyone that's new, um, I want you to know that I have dogs. Forgot what I was going to say. I have dogs. So barking might happen during the meditation. And that's okay. Just stay with my voice, stay in it. Okay. All right. So get comfortable, lie down, lean against the couch, get comfortable. It's not about sitting up super tall and straight. Just get comfortable. Okay. Now, during the meditation, if something comes up for you that you feel like you want to write down, do it. Step out of the meditation and do it. Okay. Or even if you find that you remember, God, I forgot to do blah, 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 like, and you want to write that down, do it. It's okay to step out of the meditation to, if something like, that's what meditation is for, is to quiet the mind so you can stay balanced. And that balance is reminding you, oh, don't forget to buy la la la, right? So that when you go to the store, you're not freaking out because you didn't buy it, but you get my point. So feel free to come out, write it down, come back in. 3 releasing breaths. Deep inhale through the nose, blow it out. 2 more. One more. Allow your breath to move at its own pace, no longer controlling the inhale or the exhale. Relax the forehead. Make sure the eyes are just gently closed, not squeezed tight. Relax the cheekbones and the jaw. Relax the tongue. Allow the shoulders to pull away from the ears. Wiggle the fingers and the toes to make sure they aren't tense. And bring your attention to the heart and the lungs, to the chest. Just become aware of how the chest moves with the breath. Feeling the chest move with the breath. And bringing your attention now to your heart, to your lungs. Just become aware of the heart and the lungs. Bring your attention to them. Become aware of their presence. Maybe you'll even feel the heart beating. As you inhale, feel the lungs as they fill. Exhale, release. Feeling and becoming aware of the chest and the lungs and the heart as you breathe. As you breathe, you believe. Bringing the attention to the belly, making sure that that belly is relaxed, released, flexible. Feel the belly move with the inhale. Feel the belly relax and release with the exhale. Notice if you can deepen the breath to deepen the movement in the belly. Noticing how the breath and the belly move together. The importance of the belly and the breath acting together, moving together, releasing and making space together. Inhale, make space in that belly. Exhale, let go. Inhale, make space with that belly. Exhale, let go. Inhale, make space with that belly. Exhale, let go. Just be here for a moment. And just be here for a moment. Can you be still? And how are you feeling in that stillness? Can you trust the quiet? Or do you want to move, fidget, because the quiet is scary? Go deep, deep, deep into the quiet. Feel yourself falling into the void. See yourself free falling into the void. Feel yourself free falling into the void. And notice when you're caught, how you just simply stop falling and you are held. You can't describe how you are held, but you know that you are being held. You can't describe how you feel at ease, but you know that it's safe in this moment to be in ease. Feel yourself floating in the void. Feel yourself being held in the void. If you liked the idea of free falling, you can keep falling because you will always be caught. You will always be held. And this void surrounds you. It's silent. It's warm, safe. Almost reminds you of the womb when you first arrived. Feeling the warmth of the womb, and the warmth of the void. Handing over everything that you don't need and you don't want, the pain, the sadness, the fear, the doubt, and filling yourself with knowing, trust, and belief that you are taken care of, that you are not alone, and that this void is filled with stars, light, love. You look up and you feel and you see fairies surrounding you. You look up and you feel and see angels guiding you as you begin to move through the void. Imagination is the gateway to intuition, so imagine if you can't see or feel. The angels begin to move you through the void, and the fairies hold you, surround you, support you, and remind you you're not alone. You come to a door, walk through it, or float through it. And as you float through it, your fairies follow and your guides follow. And on the other side of this door is this immense peace, just completely peaceful. All that you love surrounds you, whether that's animals, nature, people. You're just surrounded with love. And this is where we ask ourselves, are you worthy of this? Are you starting to fumble? Are you starting to fidget? Are you starting to feel like I'm not worthy? Are you having a hard time visualizing, seeing, feeling because you're feeling unworthy of this peace, of this love, of this lack of pain, of this lack of responsibility, of this lack of sadness and frustration? Are you feeling bad because you don't feel worthy? Give yourself the authority to enjoy this space that you're in right now that is filled with peace. Give yourself the authority to engage with your fairies that are holding you, supporting you, guiding you. Give yourself the authority to be guided by your angels, and that this is where you belong to be. And this is a space you can go to anytime you need it. And that planet Earth doesn't have to be so painful. You just need to give yourself the authority to trust. And trust doesn't mean that everything goes in your way. And trust doesn't mean that everything turns out the way you want it to. Trust means you trust deep because you feel the unknowable knowing. You feel your connection to the cosmos. You literally feel it. And you can see, even in the most painful, difficult situations, you can see how and why this has evolved. But you can also see how you can move yourself through it. You can move yourself through it, experiencing all the emotions that come with it, and bringing yourself to a place of balance after you've expressed those emotions. You do not need to be a prisoner to the pain that is planet Earth. You do not need to be a prisoner to the pain that surrounds you, the confusion, the frustration, the anger. There's a whole universe, a whole internal universe. There's a whole external angelic system for you to employ. But you have to believe. And once you believe, you will feel. And once you feel, you will know. And once you know, you experience joy. 3 releasing breaths. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, blow it out. Two more times at your own pace. Gently open the eyes, but don't move. Pick up your pen and paper now. Write. What if something is coming to you, what is it? If you want to express your feelings, express them. Feel in this moment. Write down whatever it is that is coming to you. You can continue to write. I'm going to do a read for the week. Of course, if you have questions, comments, if you'd like to share the experience, the meditation, share what you experienced, please do. But let's look at this week. What does this week hold for us? This week holds the opportunity. Now, this is really important. I want to talk to you about something. When you when someone does a tarot read, whether it's a collective like this or personal one-on-one, I- it's really important that we remember that we will only experience what they're telling us as much as we choose to embrace. So, what I mean by that is this week, there's the opportunity for you to feel a sense of empowerment alone, a sense of, I don't want to say conquering, but I feel like if you continue to embrace your higher consciousness by practicing the 5 steps, your daily meditation, your weekly yoga, your weekly exercise, you're moving to a plant-based diet slowly and gently so you're unclogging the body energetically, free writing, therapy when you need it, right? When you're doing all these things, some of you are in really difficult situations right now, really painful. And there's this opportunity to feel independently strong within it. And that's huge because remember, every time you feel that, even a glimpse of that independent strength within chaos, within suffering, what that does is it teaches you to lean into it again. And so this time you might feel a second or 2 of it and be like, "Oh my god," and texting your friend, "I did it. I whatever that is that you did, I stood up to them," or in this chaos, I just felt grounded and clear, right? And it may only last a few seconds, but then it'll happen again, and now it lasts a few minutes, and then it happens again, and then it lasts a few moments, and then you're up to 30 minutes, and all of a sudden, you're starting to experience this balance regularly and regularly and regularly, and you're almost, amazed at how you can move through chaos in that way. So, this week, when we look at being able to serve that for ourselves, when we look at being able to, create that within ourselves, look for that, work for that. It's not going to just appear, right? So, when you receive a reading, sometimes things like I'll give you a funny example. Like my niece lost her phone, so of course they call me. She lost her phone. Where is it? And they all have their ideas of where they think it is. And I was like, it's in the bathroom or the gym. The janitor's going to find it and call you. No, that's not where I didn't go there. I didn't do any of those things. That's not okay. And of course, like 3 hours later, the janitor calls mom and says, "We have your daughter's phone." That is a very like, I kind of refer to that as kind of party tricks. It's that, "Oh my god, she was right." Like, "Whoa," right? But what I'm talking about is not the party trick. What I'm talking about is when I say you're going to have this experience, you have the potential this week to have this experience of feeling big and balanced within chaos. That isn't a party trick. That is, I am sensing and seeing an opportunity, if you choose to embark on it, that this week you may have your first moment of balance from your daily practice, from your healthy eating, your exercise, your journaling, your yoga, right? You'll have this first moment because when you start to have those moments, it's like I want more of those. I want more of those. And you'll continue to eat right, exercise, meditate because you want more. But if it's not going to just appear out of nowhere. So when you get readings or you listen to collective readings, know that those readings apply to those that are embracing the energy in the moment by, if the energy in that moment is like, listen, this week is about going and getting what it is that you want. If you're going and getting it, you have a shot at getting it. The stars are aligned and you're going and getting it. But if you're not going and getting it, it may not happen, right? And that so I'll leave it with that. So that's what I feel for this week. Like around feels like around Thursday, but you may feel it whenever you feel it. um I also see for this week it's a good time to start planning for the future. I feel like there's going to be the need to plan ahead because there might be an emotional moment or upheaval where you won't be clear and you won't be able to make sound decisions. So plan now, so that when that moment comes, um, you are ready. Okay, and and that can mean a million different things for wherever you're at in your life, okay? If that could relate to work where it's like, listen, prep at work because, someone's gonna have a meltdown, your boss is gonna have a meltdown, and you're gonna have to stop what you're doing and switch course, you know what I'm saying? It could have to do with personal, where get stuff in order now because next week one of your kids might have a meltdown and what you thought you were gonna be able to do, you couldn't get to, could mean anything. So know that. But also, I'm also wanting to stress that the emotions will this like feeling like they're just on this wave, this ocean of just like, when is this going to stop? I feel like you're going to get a glimpse of that. Um, so this week is about to kind of sum up what I was saying. This week is about planning, preparing, kind of apply that to your life, whether it's job, personal, or whatever. If um, because it could be that and I say planning and preparing because let's say, like, for example, let's say you have a trip coming up in 3 weeks, right? And you're like, well, listen, when it gets closer, I'll do da da da. What I'm saying is do da 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 now, because in between now and that trip you may not have the time. Something may come up that will redirect you. Okay. And then we talked in detail a lot about having that moment of independent joy and balance within chaos. Okay. Um, Harlow, that was interesting for a couple of different reasons. Okay, well, don't leave me hanging, Harlow. Talk to me. Why? Um, uh, Marihana, if I could put my glasses on. So I'm not doing readings. You are welcome to ask a question, and a question that is, I'm sorry, I am doing readings. I'm not doing like full readings. So you can ask a question. Ideally a yes or no, or somewhere along those lines. We kind of flush it out. One question per person. You are welcome to put that in the comments and I will answer that for sure. So Harlow, would love to hear how that was. Okay, so let's not be let sorry, not general. So when you say, "Will I move forward good?" Tell me, what are you talking about? Are you saying, will this new job move forward? Will this be a successful job? Or not general, specific, like a yes or no, okay? Because it sounds like there might be something that's bothering you or you're nervous about. See if you can get specific for me and I can help answer that, okay? What do we got here? Okay, so is your question, will the divorce move forward? Are you okay? Clarify, right? Will the divorce move forward? What are you trying to ask? Like easily? Like less stress? Like, will the divorce not be stressful? Is that what you're asking? Something like that? Harlow, a dragon led me into the door. Ooh, dragons, you and your dragons. Oh, I said we were going to do a meditation on dragons. Thank you for reminding me. Was extremely peaceful, but was almost distracted by the meditation. Oh, interesting. I'm sorry. Was I in your way? Harlow was like, Miriam, can she shut up? I'm in my peaceful place. That's awesome. That's really cool. You got to remind me. I want to do a meditation with dragons. That's really cool. Uh, am I saying your name, Marihana? Okay, so Marihana wants to know if her divorce is going to be painless. Will the divorce be painless? Let's do that. Will her divorce be easy and without, well, I feel like the worst of it has happened. The worst, the scariest, the hardest, the fighting, the worst of it has happened. Um, I feel like the worst of it has happened, and, it feels smoother moving forward. Yes, it feels smoother. Yes. But remember when I say that, that also means it's important that smoother means you wanna be very conscious of the choices you make. So, for example, I was working with a client yesterday, and he's going through a divorce, and he was like, you know, "They're waiting for me to tell them if I want these assets or not." And everyone's saying, "Take the assets, she screwed you, you need those, you've got debt." And he says, "My gut says don't. My gut says don't. I can't make sense of it, but my gut says don't." Follow your gut. If his gut, I told him, I said, "If your gut is saying don't, then don't." Because guess what? If you don't follow your gut and you're following what everyone else says or what logic says, who knows? The assets could be stolen, they may not be worth what you think they are. Like, there's a reason why that your gut is so strongly pointing you towards ease. And even if you can't make sense of it right then, trust me, the ease will pay off. And he will get what he needs. If he needs money, he will get it. It will come. So keep that in mind, okay? Harlow. Yeah, it's funny, you're agreeing with me. All right, sorry I got in your way with your meditation. Just trying to help, obviously, and making things harder for everybody. But remind me on let's do a dragon meditation. Maybe we'll do that one next. This Thursday, we've got a case which you guys, we did this case. We helped Shelly already. This is like part 2 of Shelly's attachment, but she has an attachment, she has elementals, and she has a little girl ghost. And so we're going to go back in and visit her this Thursday, me and Melissa. So that'll be fun. Dragon meditation will be awesome. Yes, let's do that. So this Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we do a haunted home, the elementals, little girl ghost, and the attachment. And then the following Thursday, let's do the dragon meditation. What else we got? Anyone else have questions? Anyone else need help? Anything I can do? If not, Thursday, 5 p.m. here. That'll be a fun. Communicate me and Melissa. Melissa will have all her little devices out. We're going to talk to all kinds of people. And then after that, I'll be on Instagram and we'll do a guided meditation. Okay. Thank you very much, you guys. That was wonderful. And I'll see you Thursday.